Good day, everyone. Welcome to our all recovery meeting today. It's always awesome to be here with you guys. Let's see what we're going to go over today. My name is Michael, one of your recovery coaches here at Capital Recovery Center. So let me share this video and then we'll get into the lesson for today. All right. And let's see what we got. All right, let's see. All right, let's see. All right. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to go over trying to stay sober this holiday season. That's the topic for today. As you know, during the holidays, a lot of times people have difficulties or have different areas that they need to work on during the holiday season. It just be real tough, you know. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over little things, and prayerfully it'll be a blessing to you as well. So this handout came from hazeldenbettyford.org. It was an article that they had on their website that I printed out. And the topic is trying to stay sober this holiday season. We've got you covered. So we got a few tips here that we're going to go over. And these tips, I pray that it will really help you and it be an encouragement to you, if you will. All right, so we're going to go over that. And let's see what we got. Let's see what our first one is. Let's see what my first tip is going to be. All right. Trying to get this stuff situated here. So first it says, for many of us, the holidays are a season of peace and joy. Where we decorate our memories with calm and happy moments. But the reality often looks quite different, and the holiday stressors quickly pile up for the person in recovery from alcohol and drug addiction, making it a difficult time of year to stay sober. This is truly an accurate statement. All right. Family members expect holiday perfections, and they often demand every ounce of your time and energy and patience. The family menu is a constant crab load, traveling, put strain on your wallet, packed airports, tight schedules, all types of stuff. On top of that, you can't attend your home group meeting and you haven't heard from your sponsor in 2 days. Why? Because you're on the road. So how does anyone stay sober during the holidays? We're going to give you 7 tried and true tips. I like those words. Tried and true tips and strategies that will prepare you for the holiday. All right. So we're going to give you 7 tried and true tips. All right. All right. 7 tried and true tips. So we're going to get right into it. Again, this handout is from hazeldenbettyford.org. You can go to the website and get great content they have supplied for us on there. All right. Great content. So let's see. Number 1. All right. Let me put under the lower third. I want to put the topic. So when people log on later, they'll see what we're talking about. So I'll put the topic in the lower third and I keep the what you call on the screen. The lower third is just simply the thing that goes across the screen on the bottom to those who don't know. All right, number 1, hatch a holiday escape plan and plan to protect your sobriety. Protect it. All right. The first tip sounds like a no-brainer, but plan ahead. Holiday themed parties and family gatherings are often soaked in alcohol, and people are likely to offer you a drink, and they might be dumbstruck when you prefer to be sober. Plan ahead for uncomfortable situations in triggering environment. What might your holiday plan involve? what kind of holiday plan? Are you going to make some type of plans? Number one, attend a 12-step meeting beforehand or invite a sober friend to tag along. You want to always try to keep the people who are going down, I say going down the same way you're going. You want to stay connected to them. Make plans to meet up with your sponsor, recovery coach, spiritual advisor, or talk on the phone. You know, don't try to stay away from them during the holidays. You want to try to stay connected to them
As close as possible.
close as possible.
Close.
It says right here you can invite somebody to tag along because some people, thank you, but some people don't have the family experience during the holidays, Christmas, Thanksgiving, right? You can invite them, especially if they're in recovery with you, invite them to experience the family dynamic like that, even though all families are different, but some people don't have no family that they can have this experience with. So inviting somebody. Find your own transportation or hitch a ride with someone in your support system. It's very important. This is all stuff you have to do to protect your sobriety. Limit your time around stressful situations and difficult people. Woo!
Difficult.
Not saying you're judging them, but if it's some type of difficult things going on, you want to prepare for that. Prepare to politely refuse alcohol or other drugs. Nah, I'm all right. You want glad? Nah, I'm all right.
You want a bump?
I'm all right. I'm all right.
I don't do those things.
I don't do it no more. Have an escape plan if things go south. If all else fails, have a plan where you say, I gotta go. It's time for me to leave. Don't be surprised by a trigger. If you come prepared to protect your sobriety, you should be able to outmaneuver addiction and avoid any potential relapse.
Don't be surprised by a trigger.
Don't let it shock you, man.
It's going to come. In other words, expect the unexpected.
But be prepared for it. That's why you want to develop your coping skills. You want to try to learn new ways to deal with situations. I tell people all the time, if someone comes to me that I'm mentoring or talking to, and they give me a reason, an actual reason why they believe they relapse, right? All right. Now they give me that reason. Now I bring that same reason back to them later and say, okay, it's going to happen again. If that's your reason, that's what triggered you. That reason is going to happen again. What you going to do different? What coping skills? What do you have? What you going to prevent? What protection plan do you have in place for your sobriety? That's what you need to know. Number 2,
rewrite the holiday story in your head. Woo! Think about it. All right, don't overthink it, but think about it. If you become a ball of rest energy during the holidays, perhaps your own expectation have become your downfall. All right?
Wow.
And so if you become a ball of rest of energy, speak with a sober friend or sponsor about the emotion and expectations you have wrapped up in the holidays, especially if you feel resentful or if you replay in your mind old childhood experiences and memory. You need to investigate and challenge the internal monologue about what you are owed and what you are lacking, some of which might be a carryover from addiction. Then you can break down those defensive walls and forgive other people. And you can approach the holiday season with a stronger sense of gratitude. So play the tape in your head. And so sometimes we have some trauma or some abandonment or neglect, and that we may have experienced as childhood experiences. However, don't hold on to it. Let it go and just think about the good time that you're having and be grateful for what you do have. And that is your sobriety.
Right.
And we talk about around here, celebrate your success.
The smallest of victories.
The smallest things, be happy. Whether you got a week, 2 weeks, or a month,
or a day,
or 1 day.
Celebrate it.
All right? When those feelings are left untended, people in addiction recovery often experience a buildup of stress and resentful that eventually leads to relapse. when self-identifying addicts or alcoholics refuse to challenge those feelings of resentment and self-pity, they set the stage for relapse and disaster. And so, in other words, let it out. Don't hold on to things that may bother you up or bother, because eventually you may lash out in a way that you don't want, or you may want to resolve it if you don't have the proper coping skills by trying to drink or drug your way through some type of ill-felt feelings that you may been harboring. I like that word. You've been harboring onto old thoughts. Harboring. All right. Remember, the disease of addiction is as powerful the day after a holiday as it is the day of and the day before. Woo!
Tough stuff. This is meat. This meat. This ain't milk we feed. It's
right.
Meat right here.
That's right. I want you to regurgitate. Now, listen, I'm going to read that again. Remember, the disease of addiction is as powerful the day after a holiday as it is the day of and the day before.
It's the same power.
Same power. As we learned during addiction rehab and in the meeting rooms, recovery is a one day at a time endeavor, no matter the season.
Everybody has to take me one. Nobody skips and say, give me 5 years. I take 5 years of that. Let me get 10 years. It's one day at a time that equals up to those years.
Absolutely.
All right. That's good stuff. Number 3, want to stay sober? Stay helpful. If you want to stay sober during the holidays, look for every opportunity to be of service. Serve a meal at the homeless shelter. Reach out to newcomers at a meeting. Spend time with the elderly loved one or neighbor. There are a million different ways to give back. Pay it forward and be of service. And each opportunity guides you farther away from resentment, self-pity, and fear. When you take the opportunity to connect with others, to see, value, honor their experience, your exercise empathy. You exist outside of yourself, and you begin to notice all the blessings your life already contains.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't get more human or more recovery than that. When you feel like you exist, I always say it, I say it all the time, not only to people, to myself. I never want to wake up and just be existing. My time is too valuable. I want to always have a purpose of what I'm going to do. So you want to remember, if you want to stay sober, be helpful. Do some service for other individuals. Remember, somebody poured into you. Mm-hmm. Somebody took the time to pour into you, so you want to give that back. All right?
I like that, because I remember when I was in a therapeutic program going through my stage of recovery, I talked to my supervisor. His name is, I ain't gonna name drop him, but anyway, he's good, man. So he said, let me tell you something. Do you ever say to yourself, why or do you notice that people in recovery always busy, always doing something? I said, yeah, I noticed that. He said the reason is that people who in recovery stay busy because that helps them keep their mind off.
Yeah.
The addiction that they once were in. And so therefore, as you may have heard this term, do not let boredom set in.
Yeah.
Because you let boredom set in, the walls begin to close in, and you begin to have these self-defeating thoughts.
That's right. That's good stuff.
Stay sober.
Stay sober, stay helpful. Number 4.
Right. Be mindful of what you're drinking and thinking.
Wow.
Ooh, what's that? Whatever's in that cup, be mindful of what you're drinking
and thinking.
Thinking. All right. At family gatherings and social events, total around your favorite non-alcoholic drink. People won't feel so inclined to offer you a drink, and they won't get the chance to pester you about your sobriety.
Right.
Carry around a bottle of water, iced tea, less decaffeinated. Be mindful of asking someone else to grab you a drink. They may misunderstand you or forget that you don't intend to drink alcohol. If you do accidentally take a sip of an alcoholic beverage, don't panic. It's only a sip, and it doesn't mean you're a relapse or that you should entertain the thought of relapsing.
That happened to me one time. I was at a restaurant, and the lady brought the drink out,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, "Yo, what's this?"
Yeah.
But she didn't. She didn't try to, but she made a mistake. Oh, I thought you wanted that, with alcohol. I was like, nah, I ain't say that.
You want to vote it.
Yeah, but what this was reading, like when she said, if it comes, like, you know what I'm saying?
Accidental.
Yeah, it was an accident. You know what I mean? So you got to watch out for that though.
Yeah, you got.
Because if I would just went right in, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why this is very important.
Yeah.
Be mindful.
Be mindful what you're drinking and thinking.
Yo, what it actually alerted us to it, me and my wife and I, we smelled it.
Smell it before you put it to your lips.
It was like, yo, what's that?
Strong. Right?
Yeah.
If those thoughts begin to creep in, those rationalization about your imminent capability to now handle your liquor, shut them down immediately. Shut it down.
The thought, CBT.
CBT. All right. Your abstinence did not, in fact, teach you how to control your drinking because abstinence didn't rewire your brain to be non-addicted. The damage is done and there's no going back. All right? What's that slogan you got, Mike?
Anywhere but back.
Anywhere but back. Yeah, I like that.
Ain't no back.
Ain't no going back. Instead, talk it out with your sponsor or sober friends. A mistake is not a relapse. It's not going to land you in rehab, but those secrets might.
Yeah.
Tell on.
Change your, be mindful of what you're drinking and what you're thinking. Woo-hoo-hoo. That's a tweet. Hashtag. Somebody tweet that out.
Yeah, put that on
Number
social
5.
media.
Some triggers or traps are optional. If you know cousin so-and-so is going to drill you about rehab, avoid them. If Uncle Brian is going to mix you a stiff drink, stay away from him.
Mm-hmm.
If the office New Year party is really about drinking and other drugs, make a brief appearance and don't attend. Mm-hmm. It's unrealistic in all these scenarios to say I can soldier through it. That's what 1 steps of the 12-step teaches us, right? That we don't have the power. So why put yourself in a position to having to power through an obstacle course of relapse triggers? Staying sober and safeguarding your recovery must always come first.
Woo, that's heavy.
Safeguard.
Woo, the sobriety come first.
And that ties into the one we just covered there for being mindful of what you're drinking and what you're thinking.
Yeah.
If you are mindful of what you're thinking, you're able to safeguard from relapse.
Yeah.
So when you have any type of thoughts and all that, you gotta automatically go ahead and try to handle those immediately. Good stuff. Let's go.
Number 6. Practice self-care throughout the holidays. Take care of yourself out here. All right? Celebrate the holiday season and the fullness of your sober life by taking time for yourself. Proper nutrition, gentle exercise, and restorative sleep can do wonders for your well-being. The better you feel physically, the stronger you will be emotionally.
That is true.
Wow. So that's internal and external. Yeah. Right? Nourish your spirits too. Through personal reflection and connection with those you love. Find some quiet time each day for relaxation and meditation, if only for a few minutes, no matter how busy you are, and let your spirit be your guide. Man, you can drop the mic just right there.
Let your spirit be your God. And that brought back a Bible verse that said, the Holy Spirit will guide you into all truth.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
Not over your own.
Yeah.
All right.
Number 7, buddy. Let's go.
Let's go.
If you need treatment for addiction to alcohol and other drugs, consider going to rehab over the holidays. Getting cold out.
Mm-hmm.
Some families might consider the holidays an appropriate time to help a loved one get into addiction treatment, when in fact, it could be ideal opportunity. For many of the reasons mentioned earlier, substance abuse tends to ramp up over the holidays. That's why we're doing this.
That's why
Because we are very conscious during the holiday season, it ramp up. All right. Addiction treatment initiated during the holidays could be the best gift you give to your family, friends, and yourself. Woo! You want to give? If you're out there struggling right now and you need to go to treatment, we put the number on the screen. I want you to know you can call us and we can help you get into treatment immediately during these holiday season or after the holidays, but we specifically are focusing on the holiday season. So if you would like to go into some type of treatment during the holiday season or period, then give us a call, all right?
Mhm.
All right. Our hope is merely to capture the spirit of fellowship and to approach people with the language they commonly use to describe the disease of addiction. And we will wrap it up with that. We want you to know, as always, we want to go back and put this number up here and let you know that you can always contact us. But today we were just talking about trying to stay sober this holiday season. We've got you covered. All right. So we want to let you know, contact us. You need to go away. You want to do outpatient, inpatient. Don't try to what we've just read, tough it through. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be all right. I know they drinking and everything at our family houses. I'll make it. Don't do that. Don't do that. All right.
Don't stay too long if they're doing it. Pop your head in, pop your head out. Because if you can't handle the steps, take heed to it.
That's right. Let's go over the first. We're gonna do all 7. First one was hatch a holiday escape plan and plan to protect your sobriety. Number 2,
rewrite the holiday story in your head.
Number 3, want to stay sober, stay helpful. Number 4,
be mindful of what you're drinking and thinking.
Number 5, some triggers and traps are optional.
Number 6, practice self-care throughout the holidays.
Number 7, if you need treatment for addiction to alcohol or other drugs, consider going to rehab over the holidays. And again, we would like to thank you. My name is Mike. I'm one of your recovery coaches here at Capital Recovery Center.
All right, y'all take care.
All right.